Hey guys, here I am again after some short break. Um, I want to make one last video on this topic. I was previously talking this last week almost every day with these bullshit videos. Um, and so, our guy, I told him 2 days ago on my last video that I have to take some break because I'm busy with real life stuff. I don't have always time to respond to his bullshit. Because the whole thing turned to be like after he watches my video, he re-editing his post to just add more insults to me and this stuff, and but he's does not do anything funny or exciting. I mean, okay, I find it funny and ironic, but I mean. Okay, I already talked about that. He's not doing anything. I don't know worth talking anymore. And I covered the bullshit. This whole thing that he's trying to do. I exposed the whole thing. Okay, so that's why I will say I'm gonna stop now. This will be probably the last video. Unless he in the future, I don't know, he's gonna make something, he's gonna do something really stupid or funny, so let's say worth talking about, okay? But in meantime, I think this will be the last one. I'm not gonna make these videos on every little bullshit he's doing, okay? I don't have time for this bullshit. Before I talk about the last thing he did yesterday, again, even though I told him in my 2 days ago in my last video that I'm gonna take a break, he still edited his topic again to reward his insults. And then, yes, yesterday I did not post anything. Yet still yesterday he did again re-edit and recorded. I mean, this guy cannot stop. Anyways, uh, but all that's unimportant. Okay, here's the thing. This whole thing with this guy. Okay, let me show you. I'm talking about this guy. Okay. Um, and if you watch this previous videos I made, it's about it was actually I took what this guy does. Okay, he's doing what many have done over the past years with my games, and not only my games, so for the games also from other people. Okay, there are many times people show up and wanna edit other people games. Okay, they have their ideas and this and that, and this alone it's not something bad, but to me it is about to be honest about it. And this is what I care. I don't really care if someone will edit my game and add stuff, but it is to me it is about how you do it. And this guy right here it is a good example of how to do these things in the wrong way, how to be a jerk about it. When you're editing someone else's game. Okay. And along with that, also he was a good example of how most of the times people are responding when you are they are being caught in action. Try to do these shady and bullshit things. With other people's work. Uh, and yeah, he was trying to just plagiarize my game. It's one thing to use someone's game. Okay, it is one thing to use someone's game as a base and learn things and then create your own thing. Okay, and it's another thing to just post. You will be doing some cosmetic changes and then trying being out trying to hide the fact that you are doing these cosmetic changes anymore. And not mentioning the original author of the game and all this stuff. And then when the author, so in this case me, asks you why are you doing this way, you know, why don't you just mention me or my game and stuff. And then these people respond in this silly way, you know, and that was the inspiration why I made these videos, because this was a case where I had this opportunity to document in these videos and showcase in real time how he's acting and how he's trying to change the story and reframing by editing all this posts and all this stuff, you know. And so this was all these videos were not because I'm actually really mad about him or whatever. Like I said in the very first video from this series, okay. I don't hate this guy, okay, but still, what he's doing is wrong, and he's acting like a deranged person, and so, and he's keep trying to, in his mind, hurt me or my reputation or whatever, you know, instead of just be honest and move on, you know, and do his thing, what he's trying to do or whatever, you know, but just be honest about it, you know. Anyways, so in regards now, what he did yesterday, yesterday I did not make any videos because again, usually he's using this as a response to my videos, you know, because he's getting mad or whatever. Every time I'm doing such a video and talk about it, about stuff he's doing, okay, and showcasing, he's come back. This is the thread again from my game, okay. He's coming back and he's re-editing his latest post here, okay, and he's adding more insults and stuff. And as you can see, yesterday again I did not upload another video, yet still he went back. As you can see, he updated again, and I will just say a few words again about this new edits he made. So, and this is in regards to my final response to the whole thing and my final thoughts, okay. I just want to include this another silly thing he did, okay. So again, yesterday, as usual, and he will do it again, but again, I don't care about this bullshit. I don't care what someone says in a forum about me or whatever, you know. But again, this is part of this whole documentation I'm trying to do, to just to showcase to people what people like this are doing, okay, how they are acting and stuff, because this is not a common thing, okay. I mean, this is a very common thing, that people like this, most people are acting all this way, you know. He's not the first and he will not be the last. So anyways, yes, here this is he was stating before, okay, in this previous edit he made, that okay, I'm banned because I was acting inappropriate or unstable and whatever, okay. And now here is the new details he added yesterday. Again, he just recorded the insult. He every day he's recording or he's adding new insults. And here what I have to say about this specific thing here. The funny thing is, I mentioned in my previous video that this behavior is childish, because I noticed after every video, when I say something he does not like, or something that sounds like an insult to him, you know, the immediate thing he's doing, he's setting the post and he's tapping this insult back to me, you know. And this is what I was referring as childish behavior, you know. This only children do this. And yet he took exactly this and this let's say accusation of me that he's acting childish, you know, and he added this still by acting like that again. He added this insult, like insult. I'm not feel insulted, but you know what I mean. He added this post. This I find funny also. So so the new edit reads. So I know he was upset. He means me, okay, about all the mods on his projects, but didn't realize he was acting like childish, pathetic. Pathetic. You know, this is the childish what I was talking about. Okay, so. And he says I was acting childish only because I'm saying in my previous video he's acting childish. I mean, really, look at this. How many times he comes back and edits the topic, his post here, like as if it means anything to anyone. You know what I mean? As if it makes any difference. He thinks he's hurting me or my reputation or whatever. Like, let's be real. Everyone in this forum, okay? Everyone in this forum who is editing his post to read like that, okay? Just imagine everyone in this forum. If I was acting weird, or when I was acting weird or whatever, and I got banned or whatever, okay? According to the people in this forum, I mean, they already know it, if that was the case or not. So, what is the point of him stating that again in this forum? If the people, and whatever he means, he's typing there that, I was informed this and that happened, or whatever, okay? So, from who he got informed? From people, of whatever he means he got informed about. I will guess from people in the forum, or not? So, stating that again in the forum, in this very same forum, what difference does it make? You know what I mean? Who is saying that? Again, the people in the forum, or not? If that's true, what he's stating there, the people there know it, okay, so what's the point? You know what I'm saying? And this is also comes back to my point about this childish behavior, you know what I mean? All this is totally pointless. So, again, but anyways, so I want to talk a little bit again about these changes here. Then I'll wrap this whole thing up. Okay. So one, just keep in mind, he thinks this is so important what he's doing, what he's achieving and anything with this. You know, I don't get it. But anyway, but another nice point. I mean, ironic thing. What I find here, he's again rewarded the thing about honesty, about how I'm being dishonest to people. And again, this is in his childish manner because I'm talking how he's dishonest to people because I showcased in my previous video how he's stating here, oh, I only did this edit, and again, only because I exposed him in real time editing the edits with editing his posts with nonsense, only in his desperate attempt to hide the fact that he is still using my game because he was stating it that here, okay, and he did again for that reason the edits here. And then because I showcased in my videos, because I caught him in real time editing all the posts, so to try to hide this fact, okay, that he's editing my game. And then he to justify and to lie to people, you know, and to try. He added this in the end right here that he only edited the after I exposed him, okay. He added this bullshit in the end that he's only fixing typos and grammar, okay. And so this is what I pointed out in my last video that, or last few videos also I pointed this out that his latest post here make no sense anymore with the rest of the discussion, you know what I mean, with the rest of what he was discussing here previously with other people. So that is how he is honest to people, and this is why I talked about how he is dishonest to people here. And again, in this childish manner, he's only, because I said this, he's trying just to say it back to me, you know, where he's talking about how dishonest I am, you know what I mean? Right here, this is another little detail. He was saying before I'm dishonest, but now he rewarded this like this. I'm blatantly dishonest. So, and this is what I want to pick on now, okay? I'm blatantly dishonest, okay? After all these edits he made, and I showcased in all of my videos how many times he edited. You see the last one was yesterday, okay? after all these edits and all this stuff he's typing here, and how I'm and his unhinged asshole. Oh, also another detail. I think he's calling me emo also. Like, wait, I have to look at the camera for this one. Uh, you can't even imagine. I'm the most emo person in the world, you know. I love emos. I'm eating emos every day, you know. Anyway, that's a bad joke, but I just felt funny that I don't know. Are people calling? Are people still using this term, like calling someone emo as an insult? I don't know. Maybe they do, but I found it funny anyway. So what I was saying is, uh, I mean, okay, yes. Just imagine now. He's making all these edits. He's calling me asshole and stuff. And all this bullshit, okay? All his insults and stuff. So this last post is all about him trying to make me look bad, and so just imagine that. How the fuck if you read this post, how the fuck does this make me look bad? And again, after I'm showcasing many times, how many times he comes back and he reading only to insult me. Like, I don't feel insulted, but I mean, I'm talking about his intention, okay? So, and whenever, if someone will read this post, does he think this makes me look bad because he is calling me asshole and emo and I'm dishonest and all this stuff? But he still, even this post, in between all these insults and all the stuff he's typing here, there's no substance. And you know, this is always the case with this guy. That's why I say he is one of the many people are like that. He's one of the many people who come and go, who are doing this stuff. They stay a little while, they're doing this bullshit. Then people are starting calling them out, and then they disappear. You know, it's always the same story. I have seen so many of these people. And he thinks he is unique, but he is not unique at all, in any shape or form. You know what is unique? Unique is the very few people who take the time and put the work and really do something, really creating a game. These are the unique cases of people in this hobby. People like him, they are not unique. People who are just try to steal someone else's work and pretending it's theirs. This is the most common thing, okay? And also how he is reacting, how he is responding while he is being caught doing this. This is also not unique. This is all these people are the same. They are all acting like this. But anyway, to the point I was making just a moment ago. So all this, if everyone who reads this, okay, let's be real. Does this make me look bad or him? But you see, this is what these people cannot comprehend. Because, as I said previously, nature have made it so that crazy people cannot recognize or realize that they are crazy and they are acting crazy, because if they were capable of it, this will mess their head even more. This is why nature made us like that. So the crazy people cannot see that they are crazy, and that's why they cannot stop and they keep acting like this, as you can see yesterday again, this edit, okay? And he thinks this is bad for me. I mean, if it was bad for me, okay, I will also try to hide it and not show to people, but you see, this is what I mean. This is the point I was just making. He does not realize that he is the one acting crazy and unhinged and like a deranged person. All I'm doing, I'm just talking about it, and I'm just showing what he's doing. Anyways, so yeah, here I think I don't have anything to say about the rest of the bullshit. More or less, they are the same bullshit. But I just wanted to point out these few points here of these important changes. I will guess for him they were important changes. That's why he did it. Anyway, that was about his post, and as you can see, even right now, Uh, oh yeah, the other point I want to make is how there is no substance, about this whole thing, and he cannot realize that. Even though if you read all these insults and how he's talking about me, but he's not, for example, here that I'm blatantly dishonest, okay? So how he does not say? You see, someone takes the time, makes all this effort, re-editing again and again and again. He edited this post like a million times by now, okay? Each time he's recording the same thing in a different way, okay? And you see, he typed all this bullshit. At some point, it was even bigger posts. He's typing a lot of shit sometimes, okay? He's making big posts. So he's making all this effort, like as for example here in this topic of his, I have to show myself, so his game, okay? His game, his new game he's trying to make, okay? Even here in this topic, you will see a lot of words, a lot of words, a lot of words, a lot of words, but with no substance. And he's like that with everything, because this is how these people are, people like him. They're writing a lot of things. In this case, when when they get mad about someone, but you see, he does not have any real argument to make or to respond. This is his way of responding to my videos when I'm showing all this bullshit he's doing. Okay, that is his way. Adding new ways to try to record in a different way again, and the insults, in his mind he thinks he improved how he typed this, that I'm dishonest, but with no just let us think in for a moment. He's giving all this effort, okay, but there is no substance. He's not giving any example. He does not have any counter argument. You know what I mean? No counter argument or whatever. Nothing. Okay, so, and this is also why I don't think he will ever release anything. Even a version of my game with cosmetic changes and stuff. I don't think he's even capable of doing this. What I'm guessing is because he's writing there that he's having a Discord and he's created a team but people, and I'm guessing he's showing this video with these people with who he might try to work with, okay? So that the other people, I will guess, will be doing the coding and he will be the big idea man, in the team. But these things always fall apart because again, people like him, where they just think they have many ideas and all this stuff, but they have no idea of how to do their work, and they're not willing to do their work. And you know why? But they don't want to do the work by themselves, and you know why? But because these people, these idea people, they feel like doing the work is beneath them, and this is why these people have no respect. I showcased how he's treating me, with zero respect, and it was like this before I made this video when I just contacted him, and again I was reasonable and. I just left a YouTube comment, on his, because I did not have another way to contact him, okay? And the only thing I said was hey, doing it like this without mentioning me or my game here, where he opened this new topic, okay, and he's pretending to have all these ideas and this and that, again with no substance at all, okay? All about the story, like as if anyone cares about the story in a Double Dragon game, you know what I mean? But all these ideas about the stories or whatever bullshit, but there's no with no substance, really anything technical, okay? After at some point he added something, but anyway, my point was when I contacted him and I told him, okay, it's not nice, it's not the right thing to not mention me or my game. you were saying on my topic that you are using my game and you wanna do cosmetic changes. Then you open a new topic, okay? I waited for a while before I contacted him, okay? And he still did not, he updated his topic a few times and he still did not add that information that he's using my game and this will be, he was starting to act like this is gonna be a whole new thing and but you can see in the screenshots that he's clearly using my game, and this where I realized, okay, he's trying to act smart and change the fact, and he's trying to pretend that he's doing a whole new original thing after. But check this. On my topic, when he was saying the people at first that when he started this, because he needed some help, he was honest to the people. He was saying that this is why I think he was saying, oh, I need, I will just make some cosmetic changes to this game, and then it was asking people for help, and people helped him. And then after that, after he got what he wanted, this is what I mean. If you can understand, if you can get my point, these people have no respect about this work, the scripts or everything. Even for a script, someone is helping him with script. I'm pretty sure he's having someone else doing the work. He's not doing not the slightest by himself, because people like him think all this are below them, they think they are above everything. They think they are the big brains and all all the people as like they are beneath them anyway. But again, this was the point where I contacted him, and he started right from the beginning, right off the bat, to be disrespectful on me with insults and try to pretend, oh, I don't own the copyright. The game is using copyright material. I don't own the copyright of Double Dragon, therefore I don't deserve any credit. You don't have to mention me. Okay, I can go to hell. I'm emo, like he's calling me, like he did not even know me, but he calls me emo. I'm emo. Okay, and I'm supposed to be insulted yet or whatever. I don't understand. Anyways, but I'm talking about this behavior, and then and this is where I came then with this idea. Okay, this is. Because he was posting in the forum this stuff, and when I noticed first that he's trying, after our discussions he was acting this weird in the forum, by trying to hide all the stuff, and so after a while, then I realized, okay, I should probably document this and make this video and document, because it was a nice opportunity for me to have this shown to the world in real time, because everyone knows that these people exist, they're doing it all the time, okay? But I just thought this was a nice opportunity to have it also documented in a series of videos, okay? Even though I'm not very good at explaining things, my English are not good, but and I get it. There are probably some for the whole quality and things and stuff a little bit painful to watch. But hey, for everyone who is brave enough to go through this videos might get the idea. Okay. And here I want to show one more thing. So. And I will try to, no. And then I will try to wrap this thing up, and that will be it. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, I wanted to talk a little bit about this forum, okay? About this, about chronography in general, okay? So this was because, again, this guy posted here because this topic here was about how to use a tool to make so that your game files will not be accessible, so no one can edit your game, okay? So and he seemed to have interest in that, and he posted this, and this is how I rediscovered this topic, because I know it exists, but I did not remember anymore how it was the title of the topic, you know. But just because of this guy, because he posted here, I found it again, and I wanted to share a few thoughts about this topic here. Okay, so here in this topic, again, this guy here just made this topic to post about the tool and how you can make it so that people cannot access your files. Okay. So then here another user was complaining that this is not necessary because we don't own the IPs and this and that. And then this this is the owner of the Chromecraft site and the project lead from OpenBore Engine, okay? The lead developer nowadays, okay? He explains right here very comprehensively how okay, not having the IP of the sprites or this material, it's one thing, but still the developer of a game like this does have rights on the game he created because of the whole code he did and stuff. And he explained it very in detail. But there is another thing that reminded me, because I talked about this before, okay, on my very first video, I think, where I talk a little bit about Chrono Crash in general, okay, about this forum, and about DC. I mean, this guy right here, DC Current, okay. Yeah, previously his name was just DC. Now he's DC Current the last years or whatever. But when I say DC, I'm referring to him, okay. So, so DC. Here in this topic, I did previously I did not remember where it was, but now I found it again because of this coincidence by this guy posting here in this topic, and I now found again this thing I was talking previously in another video, that here he's explaining again how the creators do have rights also legally, okay. So creators like me, we do have rights on the games we're making, also legally, you know, because of the code and all the stuff. And they are talking also with other users right here, how it is a jerk move for people to do what this guy that I documented. It's a jerk move to do how this guy is doing it, okay. But here's what I want to talk about. Here is an example I was talking in my previous video. Here's what this is stating right here. You see what I mean? Unwanted hacks also cause us to lose good talented people. You see what, and this is what I was talking about in a previous video about these double standards. And this is one of the things that was always pissing me off with DC. And this was one of the disagreements I had with him and a few other people at Chrome who running this forum, you know. This is the kind of double standard they're having. And look, I will explain what I mean. So here he's saying that because of this unwanted hacks people do, like this guy right here, okay, this is what they are talking about here, okay. Because of this shit, okay, here he's admitting we're losing people, and he's giving an example, Pierre Wolf, and this is what I was talking previously in another video when I was talking a little bit about Chrono Crash, okay, about the forum. He's admitting that here, okay, that when people do this stuff like this, what I documented in these videos, okay, this is also a reason why they are losing, the community is losing people like me or the Pierre Wolf, this other user right here who have made a lot of very good games, okay. Sometimes this is why people are stop making games. This is the reality, okay? But here is what was bothering me back then. That while he's admitting that, and he did so in many occasions, okay, yet still he's not again, because previously that was the policy. The policy was the free for all. He's stating it here somewhere, which means they did not care on the forum when people were doing this unwanted hacks and stuff. They did not care. But at some point, okay, when the community grow, because they wanted to grow the community, and so they accepted every bullshit. They did not care. So that means, let me make it clear, that means they did not care about the developers, about the people who helped to build this community. And these people are people like me and Pierre Wolf and Bloodbane and other people. We are the people who helped grow this community, because we are the people who put the work and created the games. And this is what was pissing me off from time to time back then, that they had this double standard because they wanted to, again, and he's stating it here in this post. I have just to have just find it. He's also stating it that this back in the day they did not care about. They did not protect, let's say, the creators. If anyone will raise, let's say you are a creator. This is so many years back when the community was smaller. It was like the Wild West. Everyone can come without asking, take anything he wanted, because again they wanted to grow the community. They wanted to. They had it like free for all with no protection. If you were doing something like this, for example, this is what is being discussed about this tool. Okay, years ago it was not allowed. So if you will post a game with a tool like it's protected, you cannot edit it. This guy right here was not allowing it, and not only that, you will have got yourself banned from the forum and thrown out from the community, because they did not have respect from the developer. All they cared about was to grow the community, and so they allowed everyone to jack off your game, and you could go fuck yourself. If you will raise any concern, you get banned immediately. And this is why I got banned at the very first years a few times over when I released my World Heroes game, mostly because there was just imagine, there was a guy who took my World Heroes game back then, and he was trying to sell it, and alone because I talked about it in the forum, immediately banned. You know what I mean? That was back in the day. But then they unbanned me again. But again, this was an ongoing thing in this forum with developers. If you raise a little bit of a concern as developer, you can go fuck yourself. Unless you are some other creator, like Pierre, for example, okay? Who, for some reason, not for some reason, Pierre was a nice guy, but they have this double standard with some developers. They were more okay, but again, Pierre did not complain, and I think this is why he did not ban him, because Pierre never complained, but he just go stop working on games and moved on with other things, But to me, this was kind of pissing me off, and this double standard from one side, they want us to make game, they want to grow on the engine, they want to show people to be able to show what the engine can do, But on the other hand, they are okay when people doing all this stuff, or now they are pretending they are not. Like he stated here, now it's not anymore like that. And here, like he say, if you read this, you see the bad actors start to outnumber the good ones. And this is what I was talking about Guys like this one right here, they are the majority. Most people are like that. He thinks he's something special. He's not. He's one of the many. And you see, you can read it here, right here. This is what DC is also saying. The bad actors like this guy. This is why, as I said, I've seen this shit so many times. Okay, with this lazy copy paste edits, broken knockoffs, and all this bullshit. And like this guy was trying to make. Okay, but here's the thing. Now, and this is what it's pissing me off a little bit when I read this, uh, because this is why I did not want to be in this community anymore. This is exactly the reason right here. Now he's acknowledged this here, the site owner and open board project leader, as he called himself. Okay, now he's acknowledging this stuff. Previously, did not. That was my problem. Previously, if you raise any concern, I mean, even now, if you raise any concern as a developer, you know, uh, you immediately get into trouble. You're not allowed, and this is what I don't like. This is what I mean. How they are treating developers. Even though they know it is not good. And you see, he's saying to himself that all these bad things that people are doing to people's mods. But okay, he can see he's using Kratos as an example, and that's good. Kratos is very good and very good developer. Pierrewolf also, and many others, But this is the ironic thing. He can say that only for few developers, but not for everyone, because of course we had our disagreement, and he does not even dare to mention me, but someone else then later in this topic does, But anyway, this is not about me. This is this is why I did not want to be anymore in this forum, okay? Because of this thing. Um, I want to just find one thing he's saying that I've. Oh, here it is. His TLDR. This is what I mean. This is an admission. This is here. He's kind of admitting on that what I was accusing them right now. That you see, we can't attract and keep talent with a free-for-all attitude, but that's the thing. Somewhere he's saying that was previously like that, and this is what was I trying to find, because somewhere in this post he stated this free for all attitude, meaning that everyone can edit everyone's game without repercussions or whatever, so like this stuff he's talking about, that is the free for all attitude. And somewhere in this post he's stating that previously it was like that. They were doing they were accepting this. Just a moment. Here he's also stating how he's taking his own things more private, because he himself he does not like that people are doing to his work. Okay, but again, and this is where I tell them to fuck off, and I did not want to be in this forum anymore, because again I was dealing with another idiot like this one back then. Okay, and or not even that. No, that was not the case. I think last time, because this happened so many times. The last time I think it was about another user, Illusionista, I think, Yes, he was posting a tutorial about how to do something, and he was posting some scripts like as if he created the scripts, but these scripts were from another user, Bloodbane, and I know that because I also use these scripts, you know. And he was kind of claiming he was the author of the scripts or whatever, and I just did the mistake and mentioned, hey, this is not your scripts, this is from Bloodbane, okay. And because he's illusionista, this other user is also friends with DC, and he's also in the team now from open board developers, even though he's not a developer. Uh, I mean, illusionista, he's not like in this level of Kratos or DC as far as the engine development goes, okay? But anyway, he's in the team, and the point is, he went immediately to DC whining about it, that I mentioned that. And they made such a big deal from this whole thing, you know, that as if I was the villain of the whole thing, only just because I did not even complain. I just mentioned, you know, this is not okay. The script is not for you, it's for Broadway. I just mentioned that, you know. And that was it. And then they got mad at me. They did not immediately ban me and stuff, but I was so pissed off that they made such a big deal about it, about only because I was talking about it, and they gave me warnings or whatever. And this is what I told them to go to fuck themselves, and I was done, because again I was so many years in this forum, and I got fed up again with the way they're treating the developers. I don't agree with. But the other thing is, I do understand. Okay, it's their home. I'm not mad at them or don't hate them, but I just disagree with the way they are running things, and the way they are treating the developers. And what I was looking, this is the one thing. This one more thing about what I was talking. Maybe he's saying this in another post. I mean about DC, about the point I was talking about. Maybe in another page, but anyway, at some point, at some post, because I don't want to try to read this whole things, but DC, in any case, because I read this previously, in any case, in this topic right here, DC was previously saying, was also stating that this mentality they had this. Where the community was smaller, okay, they had this mentality of it was like free for all, okay, everyone can do whatever, and it was okay, they did not have a problem, okay. But now that the community is bigger, now they do care a little bit, and they try to not have everyone, they try to respect a little bit more the developers, okay, and they are not allowing all these bullshit hacks people are doing to other people's works, okay. So this is what he was saying, but that's my thing. This is what I don't like now. So this is for me a statement of an admission of what I was always saying, okay, about DC, that he does not give a shit. He knows how to protect. He was writing there how he's protecting now. Before he had things on GitHub and stuff that people can download and this and that. But now he's protecting his work. So he values his work, okay. But from us developers, he was not giving a shit only because he wanted to grow the community. Now the community is grown. Now he claims to give a little bit of shit about the developers. You know what I mean? And this is what I always find unfair, you know. And in the end of the day, and you know, another funny fact, DC himself, the current lead developer of OpenBore on the owner of Chrono Crash, okay, at the beginning, okay, at the beginning, when he came to this community by himself, so at the, years back, this engine, the engine owner was another guy, okay. Uh, I think he was called Samuel X or something. He was the lead developer of the open bore engine, okay, and it was another team in any case. DC was not there. Then at some point later, DC came to the community, okay, and he got himself banned because of the way he is, and he is acting. So I mean, okay, no one is perfect. Every one of us did something bad at some point, okay, when we're young, and then we grow, we change, and all this bullshit. But I just wanna throw it out there for people who do hang too much on, oh, he's banned, or oh, he got banned, or whatever. You know what I mean? This is such an unimportant thing. I mean, again, even DC himself was banned from the community at the beginning a few times, okay. So just so that the people know, okay. And if someone ask him, he will admit it. Sometimes when in other discussions where people brought it up, and he admitted it also. But I know it. I was also there back then. I witnessed this shit. Okay, because he was an asshole. Because he's also one such a person who all he cares is the business. He does not care about the developers. And sadly, at some point, the previous members of Open Bore Engine, okay, they had to step back or step out because of real life stuff and so. And at some point, then DC became the lead developer and the owner of Chrono Crash and the Open Bore Engine, okay. They let it to him. They passed all the things to him, okay. And since then, this is where the open bore. This is what I was talking previously. Also, this is where the open bore engine development started to go downhill because DC himself, his first job when he got in the team was just to be site administrator, and he caused so many problems again, and he got banned himself. He was administrator on the forum, and he got banned himself because he was such an idiot. Always he was such an idiot. But anyways, okay, I'm not saying he did not do good things, but look, all these years he did not release anything. Okay, he worked on many projects or whatever, or he pretending to work, but for what I can say, it's all little demos and stuff he does for himself, and he's not sharing anything, never. He said all these years a few scripts functions, okay, and that's it. But I mean, from his projects, games and stuff, he never shared anything, never. Okay, and his justification is because he does not find the things good enough, so to release them for the role. But that's not it. He knows the real reason is because, as he was stating in this topic I just show you, that what he was saying, he took all his stuff he had in GitHub private because of all this bullshit people, all these copy paste people are doing, and they are doing bad hacks of your work. Like he was saying right there, and this is the real reason why he never posting. And while he's doing that, he's expecting all the other people like me and other users who got into trouble for raising concerns and stuff in the past. They got in trouble while he's protecting his work. You know what I mean. And this is where I know DC does not give a shit about any of the developers. Only thing he gives a shit is about how about this is what he gives a shit. You know what I mean? And by the way, you don't see any ads here because I have ad blocker activated. Okay? And this is all he cares. This is about it. Anyways, but again, I don't wanna piss too much on that. On them. This is more of just to explain how I see this was just an opportunity to also I wanted to add it there about the forum because again by coincidence I stumbled again on this topic there because of this crazy guy and I saw again this discussion and where the people were discussing these things I mentioned before in another video and just I want to talk about this whole thing. I just want to include this also. Okay, now back to this guy again. Back to this idiot. Let's go again to this topic. So, what it is? Okay, about this guy. Okay. Just I want to close because yeah, as I started the video was about this idiot. Okay. Again, all he does, and just to close it, and I want to just say something to him also, just as a message to this guy. Okay. So as I showcased, as I explained. Okay. Okay, you adding these insults and this stuff to the topic. Okay, but you never posting any example why for example you're saying I'm blatantly dishonest and this and that you're doing all this bullshit but you're not explaining why or how, you know what I mean. And here's the reality, here's reality check time, okay, for you. Here's the thing, what you're doing is what you're doing, of course you know is wrong, okay. You're just, I don't know why you are doing this. I don't care. You can keep doing what you're doing, but to me, I don't. I will not. I'm not gonna play this game and respond again with videos and so you edit again with other result with other insults and stuff. And so what? Just so that you know, you are not one of the many. Okay, you are not unique at all. You are one of the many. Many such crazy people who do all this stuff. As I showed in this other post there, people were talking about that because this is a very common thing. Most people are like you. They are doing this exact same thing. The only difference is sometimes some of these people who they are, once you talk with them, they are reasonable. You can talk with them and they understand. But most of the times they're acting like you. With the only even there is some nuance that some of people like you they don't act like this crazy. They just keep ignoring the original author and they're doing their shit anyways. You know, maybe they will insult the author or whatever, but that's it. But not everyone is acting this crazy like you are acting. But okay, everyone is unique. I get it. Whatever. But I just want to say. I find this a little. I'm being bored, and I don't have time to play all these bullshit games with you. Okay, this is the last video, and yeah, I will maybe post if again something if you do something crazy and interesting and worth talking about. Okay, then maybe, but not for this bullshit. You're changing, adding some insults and stuff. Whatever, man. Keep doing this. If you think this makes me look bad, keep doing it, okay? More power to you, you know? I don't give a shit. And this is the reality. This does nothing, what you're doing, okay? And this is the reality check. This does nothing. This does not change, no matter what, how much you kick and scream, and you insult me without any substance, without any explanation. You call me dishonest without showing any example or say something or whatever. You're just saying things. Exactly the same way you are just saying things about the plans you have to create a game or whatever. You're just this person, you know, you are just saying things and that means nothing to no one, you know? It has no impact to the one. And the reality is, no one cares what, even if everything you were saying there, that it were. And here's the thing: what I'm saying to you when I'm calling you a fucking idiot, this is the only like you will say insults I'm giving to you, direct insults. When I say this fucking idiot, but I'm saying this at the moment when I see the shenanigans you're doing, and I'm reacting to it because you are acting like a fucking idiot, and this is why I'm telling. It's not like I'm trying to insult you. You know what I mean? But that's the difference with you. You are just say things to insult me, but without. But anyways, that's unimportant. I just found it funny, but that's not the important thing. The important thing is that's not unique. It's nothing original, and nobody cares. Even if the things you're saying were true, you caught me doing something bad, and you will expose it, and you will talk about it, and whatever. In the end of the day, I'm still the author of this game, which is so many years out there, and the most people still know me about this, not because of any bullshit drama you try to bring up on the fucking forum. You know what I mean? Nobody cares about that. Nobody gives a shit. If you type my name in the Google, the first thing that comes up is my games, and this is what people care about, and this is what people know me about. Nobody cares about all this bullshit, and that's the reality. Okay, and again, I will stop pay attention to this bullshit. Unless I don't know. Again, if you do something worth talking about or whatever, but I highly doubt it. From what I've seen so far, and again, you're nothing unique, and I can expect the next things that you will do, but I can tell you right now, they are not worth talking about, and they are boring, and nobody cares. I don't care. But yes, if you will mess with my game I don't know, in a kind of whatever way that I will not find okay, I will talk about it. If you do something worth talking about, anyways, I don't want to go too far with it. But the point is, I'm not playing these games anymore with these insults and this stuff. I don't care. You can record it however you want and how often you want it. I don't care anymore. Okay. I'll not make videos about this specific thing. And yeah, this is the reality. Nobody cares. Okay. You can do all these things in this, and I thought of a nice metaphor about this situation. Okay. If you don't understand all these words and how I'm explaining to you, maybe you will understand it this way. I thought of a nice metaphor. In this instance, okay, this is the reality. I am Balrog, okay, in this instance, and you think you are Gandalf, but you're not Gandalf. You know what you are? You are just a random peasant from Rohan, okay? So, and here's the thing: you're going around right here. You're going around to town, okay? You're going around to a tavern, okay? You're pretending to be Gandalf. This is right here. Here's the tavern, okay? You're pretending to be Gandalf. Not with this. Here's how you try to attack Balrog with your pitchfork, okay? This is right here. Is you try to attack because you think you are Gandalf, but you're a peasant for Rohan. And here's your pitchfork with which you're trying to attack Balrog, okay? So, and here is the tavern, okay? Where you try to cosplay as Gandalf. Like, meaning you think you are a game creator, but you are not. Everyone who reads this, there's all these things mean nothing. Again, like this, the like this here, where you just try to insult without saying anything about how I'm dishonest or I'm blatantly dishonest. Also, you added also this detail. This is what I like about you. I'm now blatantly. This is your new edit. It was so important the chance you made there. I'm blatantly dishonest, but how? Why you cannot say? What is your example? But anyway, I'm Balrog. You think you are Gandalf, okay? But you're not. You are not. Okay? You're just okay. I have to look at you. Okay? You are just a peasant for Rohan. That's the reality. Okay? So, and if you think you can harm Balrog with your pitchfork, well, the reality will cut you at some point. Don't worry. At some point you will maybe understand whatever. Anyway, but anyways, that I thought it as a funny metaphor. Maybe you will understand this. So I just want to make a funny reference. Anyway, that's it, guys. I know it was a bit longer video again, but I just want to wrap this whole thing up and by I just took the chance to talk also about a little bit about the forum, about how I see the things with the forum, okay, and why I don't wanna be there. And again, forums are not important. Who cares about forum? Me, like other people, have made games outside the forum. You don't have to be in this fucking forum. And again, I don't hate the people. I explained why I don't disagree at some things. It was what things I did not like and why I don't like to be there. Okay, even if they allow me, I don't like to be there. Okay, and in the end of the day, nobody cares. I mean, but I understand. These are the rules they have. Previously, there were other rules because other people did run the forum. Then at some point started DC running the forum. Everyone, I mean, I understand. Everyone at his home is having his own rules. Okay, you got some house at someone's home. He might want you to take your shoes off. Some people don't want you to take your shoes off. Everyone is having his own rules, and it's a matter of whether you respecting his rules or accepting or not. If you don't, you have to leave. It's simple as that. Okay, and I understand they want to do things how they want to do, and I just think that it's not okay how they're doing it. But I'm not. I don't hate them, and I'm not sitting around all these years crying about it. I just that's why I always said, okay, we have a disagreement, and that's it. Because at the end of the day, this is what it is. They don't hate me, I think, or I hope, but I don't care. But I know I don't hate them. Okay, I just don't wanna be there for the reasons I explained. Uh, and that's it. And whether I wanna work on my games or not, it has nothing to do with the fucking forum or any forum. You know what I mean? I can work on my games whenever I want and if I want. Okay, and maybe at some point I will make an update. Okay, my Mac is pissing me off. Okay, anyway, let me just a moment. Give me a minute. It's really pissing me off. Okay. Yeah, technology is doing what it wants because it's pretending to be smart. Anyway. Um, yeah, I think that this is all. Yeah, again, to this guy, I just want rather have the video close like this. Again, I'm Balrog. You think you are Gandalf, but you are not Gandalf. You are a peasant from Rohan, okay? This is the situation here. So all your kicking, your screaming, you're doing does nothing. Trying to pitch me with your pitchfork does nothing. This is not magic. You cannot do magic, okay? And that's it. Uh, see you guys.